So on the first page of the IEP, the student information page, we have to write a progress reporting statement. And I'm going to click that here on Case Manager Resources, but also show you on the actual IEP. Again, student information page. And then there's this box for when and how will progress toward the goals be reported to the parents. And even though this is on the front page of the IEP, the student information page, what we link to here is the page on Case Manager Resources about sending out progress reports, because it's a lot easier to understand when we just go here and look at this. So to quickly boil it down, you really have two options for how you are going to send out your progress reports. One would be, because you have to send these out as often as progress is reported to general education students. So essentially as often as report cards are sent out, which is, generally the end of each term, which in our districts is generally 4 times a year. You could do, let's just say it's quarterly and it's 4 times a year. You could send out 4 written formal progress reports. Write them up. They look like this. They're in that page in SpEd forms. You fill out boxes like this. So you would send out 4 of those formally. The other thing you could do is do 3 of those written formal progress reports. And the 4th one, you could do an oral report of the student's progress during the annual IEP meeting. And you still have to, for lack of a better word, prove that you did that. That's just kind of the guidance we've gotten from monitors for compliance from the state. You still have to prove that you did that oral progress report. So there's 3 places where you can prove that you did that oral progress report. You can put it in the meeting notes that you take during the IEP meeting. And this is just highlighted example of, you would just jot down that you reported the progress. You could put in the record of team meeting form that people sign, the sign-in sheet. You would write up meeting notes that I'll just show you. You would put in the meeting notes the progress report, or you would write it in the PLAF in the actual IEP. Let's just look at that quick. So student currently obtains a rating of 73%. Fake's most recent IEP goal in this area was to obtain a median score of 70%. Therefore, Fake has met his previous IEP goal. So there's an example of that. So you really, like I said, have 2 choices: to do 4 written progress reports, or you could do 1 oral during the annual IEP meeting. And there's pros and cons to each. The all written is really predictable for you. Just every time you're sending out progress reports, you send them out for your entire caseload. It doesn't matter if 3 of your students had IEP meetings 3 weeks ago, you still send out written progress reports for them, because that's what you do. Everybody has all written progress reports. This one saves you a little bit of time. As long as you really consistently get in the rhythm of, like I said, you can't forget to document and prove that you did that oral progress report. So it's really best for your brain to just do it one way or the other, not have 4 kids on your caseload set up like this and the rest like this. That would get really confusing. So for your habits and routines, just do one or the other. But when it comes to just writing up the progress reporting statement in the IEP, it's pretty simple, because these drop downs here are pretty well equipping you. So the most common one I think people pick is progress will be reported 3 times per year in writing and once verbally during the annual IEP meeting. This is as often as progress is reported to general education peers. So that would be if we're going with this option. So 3 times we did the writing, 1 time we did the oral report. The other, the next most popular, I would say, is this one. Progress will be reported through 4 written reports concurrent with the issuance of term grades and 1 annual IEP. So that would be when you're doing the all written. So all of your progress reports are formal reports in writing. Thank you so much.